what you should do? You should be free. You should consume like a motherfucker. You should walk around and buy expensive clothes. You should bullshit with your friends. And you should go to work. Then you'll grow old and nothing will happen. Nothing. There won't be a third world war. The economy is not going to crash. There's going to be a huge tightening over your lifespan of your options. There will be more freedom. Violence is going to get reduced massively. So there's going to be some outlets here and there like NFL and stuff like that. But the limitations to your freedom is going to be overwhelming. They'll call it freedom. It can't be a pity in nature. Then your day is going to pass, and at some point you're going to meet, if you're young, the love of your life, you're going to fuck that up because they programmed you to do that. It's all McDonald's. So after a year or 5 or 10, you're going to break up, or you're going to be unhappily married because you don't know how to be married, because you don't know the roles between male and female, because you learn everything about what goes on around you, but none of you think about what goes on inside of you. The days are going to pass, you're going to consume, you're going to bullshit with your friends, you're going to have some money in the bank, or you're not going to. It depends on you. Your circumstances and the cards you're given. You're going to get drunk. You're going to go to bed after you feel the relationship either together or hitting each other more and more because you don't know how to make her your bench. And this, you may be saying some gibberish to you. You don't know what it means. It's the only way to be together. Man and wife, but you don't know what it means. So by default, you're going to be, if you're lucky, friends, and once in a while you're going to further a friendship just to keep, being falling off. Then a lot of years are going to pass, and Donald Trump and his friends and his cohorts within the mafia, because the government is the mafia. Basically, the first government was a bunch of bandits hired more bandits to fuck up people who weren't. And this became some sort of war called kings, and some were revolted against them. Now we have kings who are democracies and hiding and the kings being subjugated to the finances who understands even less in the mafia of those. And they call it democracy work. It's just some sort of puppet they elect. You can't be in the government with this, puppet procedure. And then, even more and more of your rights are going to get excluded. More and more people are going to get marginalized. Color is going to get away in because they have a lot of money through the oil, so they're within the World Bank. And you're going to be more and more bored. And as your relationships falls to pieces, and you have broken your heart, that one heart you have, then you're going to fall to bed and over the night. Solitude, and you're gonna go to work, and you're gonna go do something from 4 to 21 if you don't have children, if you're not lucky enough for that. And by the age of 50, you're gonna realize that it's all shit. It's all just shit, and whatever you wanted, you can't have anything but a few of it. But nothing's gonna happen. Everything you need: violence, rape, bitches, slaves. This children's freedom is freedom. Won't be good. Never. The system, the cancer. Pardon. Democracy is gonna expand you even more. And democracy is the ultimate shit. It's the worst. Democracy is by far the worst situation we have at all. It's just that it can't be a pity in nature. Well, we're built to dismantle that's half the population, mind you, who should be dominant. We're built to create bitches and produce violence. So we have a nature where we're built to create death, make slaves and bitches. But where we can't, because it can't be for the majority of the sheep, the pity in nature. problem resides that everything we want, or that we'll talk to think we want, learning everything around us, is money, because that buys some sort of freedom, which again ends in pussy. So we're told that by having money you get pussy, but if you consider what kind of bitches wants pussy? Oh, sorry, money. Some of the cold-hearted bitches who prepare to sell the pussy, the money. Those matters. Women, the sweet kind, the artistic kind, the beautiful kind. They don't give a fuck about money. They want real men. The real man is an emotional creature who discharges his violence. But a real man doesn't exist anymore. Because a real man makes bitches. And none of you knows how to do that. You simply don't. There's no, all the paradigms between male and female for the last millions of years, in the Homo sapiens and predecessors, has been lost. And you don't have pedophilia anymore. There can't be a picture for the children who need cock to be educated in it, so the cock can decide. But you don't have that. Everything you know is perverted. Everything you know is wrong. Nothing of what you need is given to you. And all the tools to get it has been robbed from you too. But the worst thing is that nothing is going to happen. Everything is totally under control. Everything is a myriad of lawmakers who doesn't understand a thing either. The henchmen, the police, the military, and above all, the mafia, who controls all this, who guessed it, doesn't understand a thing either. Now, if you want to understand any of all this that I'm talking about, there's a whole array of videos here you can watch. But I'm sorry, I'm not colored in vivid colors and wonderful dynamic sound. My videos are boring. They are me speaking something. If you don't read it, if you don't listen, you're powerless. I have you, but I don't want you to be grabbed by the balls in your entire existence. I want you to be free. I want you to be happy. I want you to follow your yearn and be fucking grateful. I want you to have a splendid hunt. I want whatever dream of blood or history or story or meal to fulfill you, to fulfill me. To fulfill me. I want you to break the law in any way you can. Then get away with it. I want you to be happy as the day you stood on the mountain and said, I am free. As I did. That's right. In India. One time. I tried the feeling of freedom twice in my life. Once was with Google Maps. Where I Googled United States. I Googled what is freedom by seeing the roads there. I just drove around in the United States by Google Maps. I felt the freedom there. And then another time in India, standing on top of a mountain I climbed. Those two are my, as a citizen in the West, only encounters with true freedom. And it's probably not even true freedom, it's just a feeling. That's what we got, gentlemen. That and shit and bullshit and lies and escapism so we can manage one more day in this hell we've created for ourselves. There's nothing here. Not for me, not for you, not for anyone. There's nothing. There's nothing. But we do get to eat somewhat every day.